Wow. uh, good afternoon, good morning. If you're on the West Coast, ladies and gentlemen, this is Questlove Supreme. I am Questlove, and with me today is Laiya. Where you at, Laiya, right now?
Man, I'm at the boyfriend's house out here in California, like suburbs of Pasadena somewhere.
Hey. Suburbs of Pasadena. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and under her we have Unpaid Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Unpaid Bill. How are you?
Fantastic. I'm in Hoboken. It's raining.
Hoboken. Okay.
At your girl house.
That's right.
At your girl. Okay. And then under Unpaid Bill, we have Sugar Steve with your massive afro. Your hair is growing out.
Yeah, a lot of things are growing out over here.
This means that you're not stressed at all.
No, I'm good. I'm isolated alone by myself here in New York City, a 50-year-old diabetic smoker in the middle of the epicenter. I got nothing to worry about. Thanks for asking.
Oh, Steve, don't do that. Are you okay? What are you doing? Are you drinking them coffees, them liters of coffees every day?
Yeah, wait. We'll get to that because I want to know how does Steve satisfy his Starbucks Jones. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, great news. Dad has come back from getting cigarettes.
Hey, man. Y'all gonna quit trying to damn Papa was a Rolling Stone me, man. Shit.
Well, but you ladies.
Cool, man. You know you the father of the show, Phonte.
Not me, man. Look,
if this is what it took to get you to come back home.
God had to send the plane to bring me back to this motherfucker.
Phonte, where are you right now?
I'm at home. It's the same place everybody else is. I'm at the crib.
All right. You in North Cackalack still?
Yeah, I'm in Raleigh, in North Carolina.
I see. All right. No, that is the burning question I had. Steve, how are you surviving without, like, do you have a coffee pot in your crib? For those that don't know, Steve, like, Colombia rolls through his veins. Like,
but he's still a diabetic, though.
Yeah. But he doesn't put sugar.
Did he go out to go get coffee?
Probably.
Yeah, no, I'm just I was getting my prop because you remember Tasty Treats down in Philly?
Yes.
Try Taster's Choice.
Don't drink that no more, Steve.
Wait a minute, Steve. That's so old school. I haven't seen that level of coffee making. And
Yo, instant coffee, man. That's what's up. You just boil some water, and it's a done deal. Whatever. You just gotta get that stuff rolling through your veins.
It's just as good as the coffee that you drink at Starbucks.
No, but I'd rather have not to go outside for coffee, and this is it, man. I'm done, man. I'm never going back to Starbucks. This is 1 teaspoon of instant coffee. You put it in a mug with boiling water. You're freaking done. Who cares what it tastes like anymore? Think about it. It's freaking global pandemic. You think I give a crap what my coffee tastes like?
But you still gotta be up and popping. I don't get it. Okay.
Just gotta get the drug in you, and you're done.
Wow. Okay. So who besides who's isolated and who's with people? Like, Steve, you?
I'm completely alone. I mean,
are you happy? Are you fine with the situation?
No.
Well, you have a Sugar Network, so that's keeping you company.
No, in all seriousness, the Sugar Network has been incredible. Everybody's doing shows just like everybody all around the world doing shows now. But we've been doing a lot of special shows. One of our good friends, Barty Cutts, is DJing every Friday night, just like you've been. He's a great DJ from Athens, Ohio. Everybody should check him out at Barty Cutts. And I've been doing shows. I got my show, The Autograph Hour, and I've been doing live interviews with people the last 6 nights. We did
Captain Kirk.
We did Captain Kirk. We did Ray Angry. We did Kifo Nilsson, Harry Nilsson's son, one night.
Wait, whoa, what?
Yeah, Harry Nilsson's got a bunch of sons, but Kifo, and he's on Instagram at Samo Wild or something like that. But you can find him. He's a musician. engineers, and we're trying to do long form interviews over there and trying to keep the Suga network popping.
See. All right, Tigolo.
Yeah.
I assume that, well, you know, besides just getting through day-to-day stuff, I mean, how's this? Is this slowdown helping or stopping your creativity?
It is helping, but not necessarily my creativity. It's just helping me to slow down. Like, man, I ain't doing shit.
Good.
Like, I ain't doing shit, bro. Like, I don't think this is a time. You remember how, like, when you was a kid and it would be a thunderstorm and your grandma would make you sit on the couch and unplug everything and cut off all the TV and sit quietly?
Unplug everything?
Yeah.
That's the blackest shit ever.
Yeah, stay away from the windows.
I forgot
TV.
that. We used to have to unplug the radio.
Yeah, unplug everything. You sit on the couch and you just sit quietly and why do you sit quietly? Because that's the Lord doing his work. That, but a pandemic, nigga. That's where I'm at with it right now.
Phonte is back. Ladies and gentlemen, the return of. Thank God. Praise the Lord.
Oh, Phonte, that ain't nothing but the Lord. Yes.
That's the Lord doing his work, man. I'm chilling. This is a time for stillness and rest. And it's time for niggas to really make decisions about who we want to be after this and get into the work of doing the work of confronting ourselves. And so this is where I'm at with it, man. I'm just being still and, you know, really working on me and just, you know, enjoying what's around me and just taking a moment to reassess how I want to live my life going forward. So I'm chilling.
And keeping your millennials inside. Oh no, you got Generation Z's.
Yeah, they, you know, my son, they talk all their friends online anyway, so this ain't nothing new to them. But they cool. They all chilling. We just have to check in with each other and just make sure that everybody's emotional health is kind of cool. Because like we were saying offline, like it's one thing to be an introvert, quote unquote, and lock yourself away from the world. It's another thing when the world shuts down on you. So niggas this introvert shit is really getting put to the test right about now.
No,
So.
I literally had an only child moment. Like, damn, I'm on the West Coast, my parents on the East, and this is the longest I will ever be away from them in my entire 35 years of life.
Yeah, straight up. So, but yeah, we cool, man. We ran some Uno last night. We cool.
Staxies.
Yeah, we stack, but our stacks is different. So the way we play it is like you can stack, but it's only got to be the same suite. So if I put down a draw 2, you can put down a draw 2. If I put down a draw 4, you can stack it with a draw 4, but you can't put a 2 on top of a 4. Like that's.
See, I like Staxies.
Doubles and triples.
Nah, we don't go. We got to keep it same suite. It's got to have some kind of order.
I learned how to play dominoes. I feel so good. This is what I'm.
Wait, don't you need people to play with dominoes?
Yeah, I play with him. What you talking about? You could do it too, sir.
Oh, okay.
I've never learned to play dominoes. I always wanted to learn.
Yeah, it's dope. Between that and spades.
See, I know dominoes with 4 people. I never tried it with 2 people.
Amir, are you doing any, like, you've been working every night, so I was wondering.
You'll be happy to know this is the most rest and the most work I've ever done in my life. Yeah, like, you know, I'm now doing 8 to 10 hours of sleep every day.
That's y'all don't understand.
Opposed to your your usual 4.
No, I mean, even with Gracie entering my life, like her whole thing is like, you know, lights out at 11. So like she's totally taking over the. Shut up, Laiya.
I love the
moment because last night, happy belated birthday to Grace. Who
happy belated birthday, Grace.
It was her birthday last night because you killed it in that mix.
Yes.
Like, that was amazing.
She is a massive fan of South African house music, and you know, so I curated. Yeah.
Nah, man, I'll be real, man. We ain't had a chance to talk about this because I've been in, you know,
cigarette land. I get it.
I've been in cigarette land, like paying people. Look, man, I've been in LB land. That's where I've been.
I know.
I'm so happy, bro, to see you in a loving, fulfilling relationship, and that shit is showing up in every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
And like I salute you. Like I really am, bro. Like aside from you drop from that physical, like dropping the weight, like it's showing that you wearing crystals and shit now. Like you're like, bro, like you're approaching like your Zen status, your Zen like Russell Simmons shit, but like minus the rape shit. Like
gross. No, you know what, Phonte, I never give you credit. When I almost felt like Expensive Jeans was written for me. Like, I know you meant it in general, and I know you meant it for your life.
Hell yeah.
But, you know, like no song has ever hit me. I mean, it's rare where rappers or anyone in our age range, hip hoppers, do songs about health. You know, like we had Be Healthy by Dead Prez, Beef by Karis One. Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 other joints that I'm not, you know, Ham and Eggs.
Right. Swiney.
By Tribe Called Quest. Yeah, man, but I don't know, man. Like, I heard Expensive Jeans, man. I just thought, like, damn, like, that shit hit me. Like, am I going to get to 65? And, you know, shortly thereafter. And the thing was that Grace is such an awesome Jedi mind tricker. Like, it wasn't even convincing. It was just like, you know, just, hey, let's why don't we try walking to work and that sort of thing. Like, she hook up romantic dates by, and next thing I know, I've walked RHD with the taste your choice. Next thing I know, like, you know, we've walked like 6 miles from her crib to like a restaurant, and I'm like, oh, you're trying to Jedi mind trick me. I get it. So no, this is the happiest I've ever been.
Have you been around the two of them? If you're there, I'm not an energy person, but the energy is different. Just being around the two of them, it's very different.
That's amazing, man.
It's grown folks love. Yes. It's called grown folks love. That's what that's called.
Yes.
Grown folks black love.
So thank you.
No, I'm telling you, the moment I saw, dude, when I saw D Nice was on Instagram spinning for like 10 hours, but Amir was tucked away on the farm, I said,
that lasted for one night. One night.
No. I'm not doing Mammoth 10-hour stuff. Like, I do my 5 hours. But the thing is, I sleep for 10 hours. Like, you know, I'm still in my pajamas.
That's
like,
great.
I got up for this, and it's 3:00 over here. Yeah, I'm in a very secluded. So this is what I learned. I know people often go back to this quote with me about some book. I said, like, you should always make sure that you're the least smartest person in your circle, so you can learn from other people. But I feel like what the lesson that we're learning now should really put in context of who you should surround yourself with, because I think when shit hits the fan, survivors, not rich people, but survivors, are the people who are handy, people who know how to think on their feet, people who know how to build things, people, you know. So that's the name of the game. This is why I'm at a chicken farm right now.
Right.
For real, like, y'all eating chicken eggs?
I was like, who do I know could grow their own vegetables, has animal? Oh, okay. So that's kind of the situation right now. I'd be remiss. All right, I'd be remiss if we didn't mention, you know, where we are right now, the massive losses that we've had this week with Vaughn Mason, Ellis Marcellus, Manu,
Adam Schlesinger,
DeBanjo. Who else?
Adam Schlesinger, Fountains Wayne.
Really?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
I didn't even. Oh, damn! For real?
Yeah, he wrote for Sesame too. He's great.
He was like 52 or something, right?
51, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he was early 50s.
You guys will be happy. I did not know. I was never an Amazon guy. This is the most Amazon I've used in my life. So I just got a television. So this is the first. I haven't had.
Don't
TV
turn on the news when you wake up. Wait for it.
Yeah, I haven't had a TV on in 2 weeks. So I'm just learning. That's how I learned about Bill Withers this morning. But yeah, his passing, man, is, yeah, that hit me hard. He was like my first idol before the Jackson 5, before anything. Like, Bill Withers was like, that was my guy when I was a kid, man.
Yeah, man. Bill was like, he was one of our holy grail QLS interviews. Like, I always wanted us to get him. He was one of the holdouts I had. Like, man, we gotta get him, like, on some bucket list shit.
He had mad stories in his career. When John Legend and the Roots performed in Los Angeles that morning, Bill Russell had heard we had covered I Can't Write Left-Handed from Bill Withers on
The Live at Carnegie Hall joint.
Yeah, we covered that on the Wake Up album with John Legend, and Bill Russell heard it in all right, get ready, Steve, a Starbucks.
We don't need no Starbucks.
They sold that album in the Starbucks. I remember.
Yeah, and so Bill Russell hit Bill up. They're really good friends. It was like, yo, you got to hear this version of the song. It's really incredible. Yada 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 yada. So I think the story goes that Bill got his daughter Corey to get him a copy, and he heard it, and he wrote the Roots and John Legend, like one of the most beautiful emails I've ever gotten from an artist, period. Like, you know, I mean, it's not often that, like, for you, Phonte, like with like Q-Tip or Melly Mel, like write you an email,
right?
Like that doesn't happen in our generation. So to get this long, wordy email describing how beautiful that was to him, we invited him to the show that night. Yeah, man, I thought he was going to be one of our. It's definitely a bucket list interview moment that we won't have, but yeah, man.
He didn't do a lot of interviews though, right, Amir? Like that wasn't his thing too much. It was hard because we tried.
You know, he's kind of a lovable grump. I've been kind of semi stalking him. Like the reason why I did the Al Green record was as an audition to him, because I told Blue Note Records, like, they're like, who do you want to produce? I was like, Bill Withers, because at the time before Don was president, the guy before him signed Bill Withers to Columbia back in 1975. And I knew they had a great relationship. So I was like, yo, give me Bill Withers. And he's like, Bill Withers said no. So then I was like, all right, let me produce Al Green and get Al Green his first soul Grammys. Al Green never had, he had Grammys for pop and for gospel, but never for soul.
Oh, wow.
So then I was like, all right, if I get Al Green these Grammys, then Bill's with it. And that stopped. And then I was like, all right, well, Booker T produced Bill Withers' first record. Let me produce his record, get him some Grammys, and then Bill Withers with it. And Bill was like, nope. And then I was like, all right, well, we'll cover it. And if I get that Grammys, then he'll be with it. And he came to the show that night. And I was like, all right, man, I did Al Green's record and I did Booker T. And we covered you on John Legends. And that's 9 Grammys right there. What's up? And he had me for like a good 12 seconds. He was like, wow, looked at his daughter like, what do you think? And he looked at me, that's a no. Just
wow. Wow.
So, you know, I didn't get that chance.
Amir, that would have been a great record, man.
Nah, for real.
Well, you know, we now have to be Bill Withers. I mean, I admire him because he was, you know, I always say that he was our last blue collar. Like, has there been, I mean, you're kind of following that footstep right now, Phonte. Like, it's not to be the everyman in hip hop.
Yeah, it's like he was like some Black Springsteen shit. Like he was probably the closest I could think of in terms of just, you know, just the plain spoken. Like for me, the song that always kind of stuck out to me was Another Day to Run. Like that was like that song. I remember hearing that song and that the lyric, if you don't look inside your mind and find out what you're running from, tomorrow's gonna be just another day to run. Like that shit shook me to my core. I'm like, yo, that is
a profound poet. Yeah,
he was a fucking poet, man. And
the fact that he started at like 38.
Yeah, man's damn near 40. He was
40 years old with the record deal. Like he used to install toilets in airplanes.
Yeah.
Sing to himself. Yeah, literally. Like his story is he is that guy with the lunch pail on his first album cover.
Yeah, that was his. Yeah, he was on his shift at work, and they took the picture. And it was really sad, man. I really wish we would have had a chance to see him,
right?
Have him on the joint.
So Sherman.
Yep.
That's the first time I called you Sherman.
Oh, yeah.
Unpaid Bill.
I didn't know if you were talking to me or not.
Creatively, how are you handling?
I don't know, man. It's a weird time. Sesame Street's still kind of full on. There's a lot of projects we're doing from
For
home.
those who
And
don't know, Bill Sherman is the music director of Sesame Street.
Yeah,
So
let
interesting,
me
we
let me
we
say
don't have
that
to
the
do my
guy in the
resume
middle.
every
I
time.
just feel like people should know.
Yeah,
Okay, go
Bill. People don't know Unpaid Bill.
Give it
One of the creatives that brought you a little unknown high school play called Hamilton,
bam,
and In the Heights,
bam.
which is about to be a movie.
Right, about to be a
Are
movie.
you In the Heights associated as well?
Yeah, I'm executive music producing this movie.
Look at my baby.
Yeah, I saw the preview. The last movie I saw the preview to that. Are you guys excited? Are you?
Yeah, I mean, we were damn near done. We had just finished the last orchestra session before everybody went underground, and so we're done. We're now just mixing and stuff, and hopefully, when we all can get back together, we can finish the movie. But yeah, it was good. It was quite a trek.
So it's
but we
like
did it.
94% done.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, you're
Pretty
scoring
close.
that movie?
Wow.
Hell,
Yes.
you're casual flexing. Like, what have you been doing the
I was
last
about
year
to
and
say,
a
wait,
half?
what were you doing in London, Bill?
I was in London. Man. All right. I was in
Come
London.
on, man,
working
just
on-
flex.
Mad.
All right. I
Next.
was in London working on the Max Martin musical and Juliet for like 9 months, and that's up. But then it stopped because of the virus. Then I was doing Sesame Street, and then the In the Heights movie. And then and Lin Miranda is doing another movie called Tick Tick Boom. I'm working on that too. And then
Is
it
that a
stopped
musical? Is the Tick Tick Boom? Is that a musical?
Yeah, it's the guy who wrote Rent, Jonathan Larson's first musical. It's called Tick Tick Boom.
Okay.
And now we're making it into a movie with Andrew Garfield.
Wow.
That's my resume. But right now, all I really do is puzzles, and I eat breakfast with Autumn, and I ride on the Peloton, and I watch drug mysteries on the Netflix. That's
you look
it.
like you got a Peloton.
Yo, are we all able now to discuss the brilliance of Tiger King?
Tiger King?
Yeah.
I'm only a Joe.
Literally-
I like that it went
Joe.
Bill
When
Withers
Joe
to
take
Bill
over the phone.
Sherman to the fucking Tiger King.
Okay,
Excellent segues all around.
So Gracie's in the other room right now watching episode 1 while I'm doing this.
Okay.
But I mean, it's nothing like I've read all the memes and everything. So y'all might as well just talk about it.
Bro, it is, man, like it is.
What made you want to watch it?
Living.
What made you want to watch it?
Well, so I wasn't gonna watch it, but it was word of mouth, man. It was like everything else. Everyone was talking about it, and it was everybody was on the timeline. I was like, okay, what is this about? And even before it kind of went up, me and Adil was watching TV, watching Netflix one night, and we saw the trailer. But the trailer, the little preview that's on Netflix, it makes no sense. It's just, it's like, what in the heck? Like, what? And it just seems so ridiculous. But then we watched it, and from episode 1, I said, nah, we got to watch this whole thing. That shit is nuts.
I knew something was up. Like, nothing really phases Grace at all. And the look on her face, and that was about the first 2 minutes. And I had to rush in here to start doing. But she was like, she stopped. She put her computer down, put everything down. Like,
yo.
We had to come back to it because in the beginning, I know, well, Jason was like, this is like white privilege to a whole nother level. But then we came back and we was like, all right.
So what I'm saying is, what's priority? Ozark? Because the thing is that
you can't compare.
I want her to be on board for Ozark.
Phonte, did you just do this to Ozark?
Phonte,
man.
Wait, hang on, because I didn't see season 3 yet. I didn't see it.
Season
1. How did you feel about the pilot? This tells me everything. How did you feel about the pilot?
The pilot was great, but then they don't maintain that same intensity. The pilot is like, holy shit. And then it just kind of is in. But I will say season 3 is the best season.
Really?
Season 3.
Because I thought season 2 was crazy.
I thought season 2 was amazing.
It was. I mean, listen. Let me just preface it with this. For me, when it comes to just the story, just the prototypical story of white man wades into scary world of niggas and Mexicans. Look, Walt White is the god, bro. Like it's no. Walt White is the god, bro. Like,
hang on, I gotta get his napkin. Hang on.
Put down your vibrator.
I heard that.
Put down your funky weapon.
Oh, I miss you so much, Phonte.
You can't go get cigarettes again, man. Not fair. Fuck cigarettes. Shouldn't smoke anyway.
That Questlove spit take was brought to you by Taster's Choice.
So you're saying it's no Breaking Bad?
Bro,
I'm really mad you said that.
I've seen that story already. Like Ozark is basically Breaking Bad if the whole family was in on it too. So it's just, you know.
Well, does
for
what's her
me,
name do? For me, the most impressive one was the daughter.
The
Are you
daughter
talking
is
about-
impressive, and
Ruth.
Jonah in season 3, the son, he get a little busy in season 3.
Shit, man. There's like
But
tea all over my computer. Hang on.
And
But
what's
look
his name?
for, but
Wyatt.
Look for Ruth. Look for Ruth in season
Oh, Ruth
4.
is the jam. Ruth is that whole show.
Ruth goes up. The scariest character on the whole fucking show is Darlene, though.
Hold on.
Darlene is batshit fucking nuts.
Yo, she said, "Wait, I'm trying to find your fucking."
Yeah, don't.
All right.
Back to Tiger King. Back to Tiger King. Hold on. Pause. Tiger King is billed as like the big cats and people show, and it has nothing to do with that
It
whatsoever.
has nothing to do with
It's
that.
about crazy white people from Oklahoma.
It is the story. Like, if we really keeping it a band, if we
Florida.
really gonna keep it a band, it is the story of Donald Trump.
or that.
Like,
What? How he just lucked into his wealth, or
Joe
lucked in-
Exotic, and Donald Trump are the exact same personality. Like, it's the
No, I
same
think
thing.
Joe worked hard. I think Joe worked a little harder. I think he put his life into danger a little. You know what I'm saying?
He
I
did,
mean, enough meth and you can work all the time.
and it also too, the Tiger King further kind of solidifies my theory that all animal people are fucking sociopaths.
You see, in the beginning, the first episode, they try to make it like, well, the monkey people are this and the tiger people are that.
All y'all motherfuckers crazy. All y'all run so deep into animals because y'all don't know how to interact with humans and can't handle human emotion. I don't trust none of them niggas.
This is why I don't have a dog. Because I feel like, all right,
Oh, I
so
don't
people
like
in my
that.
apartment building that build their lives around dogs, and like I also felt like they gave up on life or gave up on the possibility of having kids or a family. Because if you have someone around that constantly loves you and showers you with affection and and doesn't talk back, like that's the ultimate.
That's a slave.
That's the ultimate existence. Like to get all this love and you don't.
How's that relationship
No nagging.
going, Amir?
No, I mean that's why the reason why people have been begging me like, oh, get a dog. I'm afraid if I got a dog, I would just be like, I don't need a fucking family. Like I'm good.
Nah, you wouldn't do like that, man. Like my thing with dog, I just can't see myself doing all that work for something that can't fix me a plate. So fuck them goddamn dogs, nigga. Like, I ain't, man, fuck a pet. And let me be clear, I'm not anti-animal. I'm just anti-pet. I'm not. I got
We
kids.
are
I don't want to be in
anti-animal.
charge of feeding nothing else.
But we are anti-animals, the same equality as people. You know, I live in LA, so
Right. Talk that
so
shit.
good.
Talk
that
heavy.
animal, it don't belong in my grocery store, my restaurant.
In the restaurant.
Mm-mm.
Did he say fix me a plate?
Yeah.
Fixing you a plate is.
Oh, I know what it is. I just
That's cultural,
Well,
Steve. Like,
what's wrong? What's wrong with the unconditional love from a dog or from another human being? Think about it.
My disdain is that a lot of times, and I know like the Roots have been part of PETA ads way back in the 20 years ago, whatever. But my disdain is more or less about how I'll see animals getting treated and concerned for way more than human lives are. So that's kind of my
Talk that shit.
Hey, Amir, something to look forward to. Dogs not being on airplanes after Corona, because I bet I'm hoping that'll take a while. Because they.
Man.
I don't know. I've seen. I looked up this news thing with people with stories of like reporters and people on the front line that have Corona, and they're like in bed with their animals, like.
But they say that they may be able to. Okay, whatever. That's just.
So they're saying like human transmission, like human to animals.
Yeah,
From
is
animal
that
to human.
possible, or we're about to see?
I read it is not possible. I mean, I think if it was possible, I think all the rats in New York would have it by now. So I don't think it's possible.
Oh God, can you imagine?
Yeah.
And on that rabbit hole note.
So Laiya,
My top
how are you coping in California?
How you doing with your
just finished working
psychiatric
out with
self?
Sydney. I'm, working out and spending time with the boo.
No binge eating. No, you said working out.
I'm drinking every day, so I got to cut down on that. I think everybody's day drinking is a little up. Oh, also, I wanted to shout out to people at work who mentioned, as we talk about day drinking, we must also acknowledge people who are, former addicts who cannot do those kind of things. So I don't want to just,
Yeah, I was about to say shout out to people stuck in the house with abusers.
Yeah.
On both ends.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's real.
Yeah, it's really, to me, it's really a question of like, I'm happy that I have someone in my life that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've always said that, like,
you love them, but do you like them?
Right. The love is cool. Love is whatever. Love is great, but nigga, I got to like.
Like is fundamental.
That man say that shit. So
yeah.
I'm thankful that regard of all the shit is going down. I really got somebody in my life that we actually like each other, and like my kids like each other. And we find a way to make it work. So I just thank God for that and nothing else.
I just hope I'm not getting on nigga nerves.
I'm looking at Bill's face right now.
But and on that note, y'all know we did a whole 30 minutes.
I'm proud. Yeah, is this where we quit while we're ahead?
And remind people that they best to check out Questlove Supreme and Questlove QLS Classics.
Yeah, I was about to say, QLS Classic. We're putting up a lot of our old archival.
When Phonte was still there.
And Phonte, it's like he never left.
Phonte went for cigarettes, man.
That's a beautiful thing. Now, thank you guys for tuning in. All of you stay safe. Social distancing. I wish there was another term, social distancing.
You ain't big up QLS enough. Don't forget to.
I think it should be physical distancing, like not social distancing, because we still can socialize via these mediums, right. But we got to keep physical distance.
That's going to be hard.
I miss hugging y'all.
Anyway.
I'm a huggers.
You are a hugger.
Yeah, I hug all y'all. Y'all all hug different. I love it. I even make a mirror hug me. I miss it.
Wait, I'm not anti-hug.
I mean, for me, sometimes you give me the side hug. Like,
no, but you're
I go Hollywood on your hugs? Oh, I just don't want to get called to HR. That's all. I ain't trying to get sent to HR, yo. That's all that is. All right, well, until we talk again, thank you, Phonte Coleman, Sugar Steve, Unpaid Bill, Laiya, and Boss Bill somewhere out in the world.
Hey, y'all, stay safe, y'all.
Stay safe, man. And check out our archival anywhere you get your podcast. Questlove Supreme will be there. All right, until the next time. See y'all later.
Bye,
later.
All right, peace.